This is a story of the great Macarius. There were two Macariuses, by the way, one of Alexandria and one of Egypt. This is, I think, Abba Macarius of Egypt. Well, one day he's praying. He's been out in the desert, living in a cell, practicing these severe ascetic disciplines for years. And an angel comes to him and says, "You have not yet reached the level of spirituality of two women living in the city." Well, he hears the word woman and then city, and already he realizes he's in trouble, right? I mean, he can't believe that women and city would actually lead to a deeper spiritual life than he has. Well, he's curious, so he goes into a nearby city, and I don't know how this happens, but somehow finds these two women, knocks on the door. They come to the door, and he said, "Tell me what you're doing, how you can live such an amazing spiritual life." And they said, "Well, we don't know. I mean, we were just with our husbands last night." Now that's a code word for had sex with their husbands. So now Macarius is not just dealing with women and city, but sex. And then they say, "We've been sisters living together for a long time. And we asked our husbands if they would release us from the demands of marriage so we could go to the desert to practice the kind of life you live. But they said, no, you stay and live with us. And so we have simply tried to live for God every day right where we are." And the punchline of the story is Macarius says, "All of a sudden I realized that it's not whether we live in the city or the desert, whether we live as married people, as single people, whether we live strict, celibate, ascetic lives or lives in the world, it's that we learn to live for God right where we are." And they poke fun at themselves a lot. I mean, there are so many little code stories that are mocking fanatics, old men who haven't become wise, as I've indicated.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to translate this stuff. See?
Yeah.
I use these stories all the time in my teaching and in my preaching.